toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play in a major conference.
Found the seam on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Right on the money. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the ubiquitous bubble screen just floats backward for lost yardage.
You need better blocking downfield. I mean, these receivers got to understand, if you're going to play in this offense, it's not good enough just catching the ball. You've got to block for your fellow comrades. Poor job executing at the point of attack.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
29 Philly. Over.
From the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
For the score. Touchdown Broncos.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
He's running free down the middle. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the Broncos will punt this one away.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
To throw, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's his second big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Bates. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Let's go.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a
touchdown, North Carolina! Stealing a score on special teams. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the Tar Heels will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. fired. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
At the 40, there he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first...
There he goes! Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you know...
Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Moving out of the pocket. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency, because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, the offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got his man. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
This is a design run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Tar Heels are on the move. The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. To the air, it's Underwood. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able